This is how a typical Malay wedding in Malaysia looks like. As you can see, the environment looks chaotic, busy and noisy. Can you imagine what it would be like to serve food to that big group? Such event requires structuring in food delivery. This means we need to assign a group of waiters and waitresses to properly deliver the food in order to have a structured event.
Hi, I'm Zaleha Abdullah. I'm a lecturer of Educational Technology at Malaysian University of Technology. Let me explain to you the connection between the Malaysian wedding that you have seen earlier with computer networks. The situation at the wedding banquet looks a bit chaotic. For your information, that is how chaotic a network within computer can be if there is no proper designs within computer network. Proper network designs are important in order to avoid data clashing, as how we try to avoid waitress and waitresses bumping into each other while delivering food at the wedding banquet. There are different computer network design that we can consider or evaluate. We can visualize this in very different type of network or graph. The type experienced by waitress and waitresses in a restaurant, or even better, a Malaysian wedding banquet.
We use this empty banquet as simulation to the real wedding event.
As you can see here, the food delivery is not properly organized. I need help with structuring the food delivery. Can you please help me out? Work with students in your class to come up with some suggestions to help me. I see you have many interesting suggestions. Let's see if we have the same idea.
And let us see how the arrangement of tables relates to the topology of a computer network. Topologies of computer network refers the way various components of a network, like nodes and links, are arranged. Imagine that the nodes representing tables, links representing paths for waiters and waitresses to travel from one table to another, while data representing food delivered by the waiter and waitresses who acted as tokens. A token is a special series of bits that travels around the network. There are 4 types of computer network topologies, which are linear, ring, star, and tree. A linear bus topology is a network topology consisting of a main run of cable with a terminator at each end. All nodes, which can be server, workstations, printer, or any peripherals, are connected to the cable. A signal from the source travels in both directions to all nodes connected on the cable until it finds the intended recipient. Since the bus topology consists of only one wire, it is rather inexpensive to implement, but when cable breaks, the entire network will be down. In the network, waiter and waitress moves in speed, but for your view, this is how it looks like in slow motion. Now, you and your teacher will do an experimental class exercise. You will have to design the linear bus topology in your classroom and act it out. Your teacher will pose few questions while you act, and you should discuss the answers with your friends right away. A ring network is a network topology in which each node is connected to exactly two other nodes, forming a single continuous pathway, like ring. It can be visualized as a circular configuration, requires at least 3 nodes. All messages travel through a ring in the same direction, either clockwise or counterclockwise. A failure in any cable or device breaks the loop and can take down the entire network. In the network, waiter and waitress moves in speed, but for your view, this is how it looks like in slow motion. You will have to design the ring topology in your classroom and act it out. Your teacher will pose few questions while you act, and you should discuss the answers with your friends right away. In star topology, every node, which are computer workstation or any other peripheral, is connected to central node called hub or switch. It can be visualized as a hub connected to the spokes in a wheel. The switch or hub is the server and the peripherals are the clients. The network does not necessarily have to resemble a star to be classified as a star network, but all of the nodes on the network must be connected to one central device. All traffic that traverses the network passes through the central hub. However, any failure in the central hub will affect the entire network. In the network, waiter and waitress moves in speed, but for your view, this is how it looks like in slow motion. You will have to design the star topology in your classroom and act it out. Your teacher will pose few questions while you act, and you should discuss the answers with your friends right away. This network topology is based on a hierarchy of nodes, at least 3 levels. The central root node, which is the top level of the hierarchy, connects to other branching nodes that are one level lower in the hierarchy, which in turn connect to other branching nodes, forming a tree structure. Information from the root node may have to pass through other nodes to reach the end nodes. If one segment is damaged, other segments are not affected. However, As more nodes and segments are added, the maintenance becomes difficult. In the network, waiter and waitress moves in speed, but for your view, this is how it looks like in slow motion. You will have to design the tree topology in your classroom and act it out. Your teacher will pose few questions while you act, and you should discuss the answers with your friends right away. What if something happened during the serving, like
How to deal with this kind of situation effectively? It looks like I need your help again. Brainstorm with your teacher and fellow students on ideas for improving the situation here. You can also move the tables around and try to figure out a better positioning of the tables to facilitate efficient serving. The graphic animation visualizes how tables arrangement in the wedding banquet changes for every type of network.
Hai, Cik Z kan?
Ya, saya.
Nora.
Apa khabar?
Sebenarnya, saya bercadang untuk melantik Cik Z sebagai event manager bagi majlis perkahwinan adik saya. Boleh kita berbual?
Boleh, sila. Jemput duduk.
Okey, begini. Majlis perkahwinan adik saya akan dibuat di sebuah restoran 2 tingkat. Mungkin melibatkan lebih kurang 300 buah meja. Pada pendapat Cik Z, susunan meja yang bagaimana agaknya sesuai?
Let me see.
based on the scenario given, you will have to design a network for 300 computers. 300 tables represent 300 computers, while two-story restaurant represent 2 computer labs located at different floors of a 2-story building. 150 computers are located in a computer lab at the first floor of the building, while another 150 computers are placed in another computer lab at the second floor of the same building. Does it sound complex to you? Not to worry, your teacher will provide notes related to hybrid topology. You might want to consider using hybrid topology.
Now, you have learned about 5 different types of computer topologies. Consists of linear bus, ring, star, tree, and hybrid. Topologies remain an important part of network design theory. You can probably build a home or small business computer network without understanding the difference between a bus design and a star design. But becoming familiar with the standard topologies gives you a better understanding of important networking concepts like hubs and routes. Also helps you to understand ways to avoid data crashing. Let's discuss this further on the importance of our lesson. Networks or graphs appear everywhere in everyday life. In traveling from home to school or office, in computer networks, in social networks, of friends and acquaintances. Can you think of others? The actual design of a wedding banquet is truly complex. It requires all of these network considerations, not only what we have done in this video. In addition to waitress and waitresses bumping into each other and adjusting table configurations to minimize the risk, there is the issue of travel time efficiency from kitchen to table and back. And let's not forget seating arrangement at tables. This is huge and requires consideration of who knows who and how they like to be seated. Just like how social networks function. The problem includes the perceived social order of tables, which are usually numbered. Table number 1 is given highest rank. Table number 20 is far below. So, one has to be careful. Guests are very much aware of the social order associated with table numbers. If the wedding designer messes this up, she will hear loud complaints. If you want to learn more about networks, I'd like to suggest some other Blossoms lesson for you. Take a look at these suggestions. The context of this video is in Malaysia. However, you are welcome to make adjustment according to your context, custom and tradition. Please note that this video is about helping students to understand the different types of computer networks and how they function. In order to relate the lesson to a real-life situation, we use the concept of food delivery. The setting is not only limited to a wedding event. It can take place, for example, in a classroom. You could organize the student chair and table to depict similar concept. However, please make sure that the chair and table arrangements represent computer network. Example bus, tree, ring, and star. We hope that you enjoy taking your students on a journey to understand the lesson of computer networks, and thank you for viewing this video.